Hi, I'm super excited to see you. Today we're going to talk about one of the questions I get asked a lot, which is, what do I do when it rains in Hong Kong? We have scorching hot days, and then we have days where it just pours and pours and pours, and it never stops raining. In fact, we're just coming out of a tropical storm, and we've been stuck indoors for 3 days. So this is the first time I'm under a roof right now that the rain has stopped. So what rain can do to your compost is it can get your compost pretty wet. What it can't do to your compost is ruin it. Your compost is pretty much indestructible, like Superman, except for kryptonite. Forget the analogy. Anyway, yeah, your compost gets wet and then it dries. So that's the simple answer. If you want something more complicated, most compost tumblers have little holes on the side, and so the water drains out, so your compost gets a bit damp. But if you live in Hong Kong, you know that after a really rainy spell, we'll get a really hot spell, and the water will evaporate. And I was so surprised to know this, but your compost never gets that soggy. I mean, if you think of what goes into your compost, it's not like you've got a piece of bread or a piece of cake that's just sitting there soaking everything up. What you've really got is a mix of lots of different stuff in your compost, and if you go into a forest, think about it. When you walk on the forest floor and there are leaves, yeah, they're wet, but does it turn into a bog where you might sink into and get sucked in? No. So let's have a look. I'll scoop some compost out and I will show you. I won't take the camera to the compost bin because it's my laptop and I work on it, and so I don't want to ruin it. So I'll be back in a sec. Hey, I'm back. I've got some compost, got it from the bin. That's what it looks like. So does it look super soggy? No, it just looks a bit damp. And that's after no rain for about 6 hours. It just looks like compost to me. Yeah, it is a bit damp and a bit wet, but that's kind of what it looks like usually. If you like, just air out your compost. If your compost is in the sun, open it, make sure it gets some sunshine. Last note is, there are these videos on YouTube on how to fix your soggy compost and how you have to add sawdust or browns or whatever. We don't. We just let it evaporate and dry. Thanks for watching. Thanks for confronting your fears about rain and composting in Hong Kong. If you like this video, check out my others with tips about composting. And if you like this video and found it useful, give it a like. See you next time.